Climate change is the biggest problem in human history. Arctic ice levels are declining at a rate of 13.3% per decade, leaving less space for Arctic wildlife to live. The sea level is increasing 3.19 millimeters per year, putting coastal cities at risk for flooding. The global temperature has increased 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit since 1880. With temperatures on the rise, this may lead to increased wildfires and droughts. While these may generally seem to be small values, they are actually large when looking at the Earth. So why exactly is the climate changing so much? The answer is because of us. NASA suggests that 97% of scientists agree that the climate change problem is a direct byproduct of the way we live our lives. So you may be wondering how this problem has ended up on your shoulders. The answer to the problem is because we all highly depend on fossil fuels, as 84% of the United States energy comes from natural gas, oil, and coal. So how on earth are we supposed to fix this climate change problem? In addition to practicing sustainable energy methods, a new development to support climate change is a university fossil fuel divestment campaign. Divestment is the opposite of an investment. Divestment campaigns are similar to a form of protest. Advocates of divestment financially pressure markets to financially remove themselves from supporting markets to reach social goals that they see as immoral. The campaign for university fossil fuel divestment recently took off around 2010 as environmentalists made the climate change problem more apparent through research statistics. So why exactly is the divestment campaign focused on universities? Christopher Ohl, a Pennsylvania State University professor, believes that universities are capable of having large impacts on the environment as well as some influence on local and global communities. But if universities are looked at as a global leader with moral intentions, then why exactly are they invested in fossil fuels? It all comes down to the financial aspect of an investment. Since many universities have millions of dollars invested in fossil fuels, a sudden divestment can be financially devastating. In this sense, universities seem to be more set on corporatizing and growing their investments instead of considering the negative environmental message they are supporting. In order for the university to be a global leader, universities must be a place of bringing about political change and furthering social justice, as stated by John Kress. In order to withhold the reputation as a global leader, universities need to rethink their investments in fossil fuels and consider divesting. Through conducting primary research on college students at Syracuse University, 50% responded that they would like to see the university divest from fossil fuels and reinvest in alternative energy methods. Sustainable methods such as wind and solar energy are both clean and are non-dependent on fossil fuels. If universities were to invest in these clean energy methods and let go of some of their financial power, they would prove that they have the ability to be a global leader. This could spark a chain reaction among many universities and communities. But in order to persuade the university administration to rethink their investments, students need to come together, get their voices out there, and be advocates for the change. To make the campaign more widespread, awareness of the topic among students needs to be continually increased. If the campaign is not well known among college students who are providing momentum for the divestment movement, then the success of the campaign may be less than its maximum potential. Syracuse University's student advocate group, the General Body, held a protest in the fall of 2014 pushing for Syracuse University to divest from fossil fuels. These students successfully spread the word and convinced the administration to begin the divestment process of over $1 billion as of this past March. Chancellor Kent Siveruth said that Syracuse has a long record of supporting responsible environmental stewardship and good corporate citizenship, and we want to continue that record. Formalizing our commitment to not invest directly in fossil fuels is one more way we do that. Even though Syracuse has decided to divest, there are still thousands of universities that remain resistant to divesting in fear of financial devastation. Leading environmentalist Bill McKibben believes that climate change is the greatest intellectual and moral problem in human history, which, if you think about it, is precisely the reason we have colleges and universities. We know the climate change problem will not fix itself. It's going to take each and every one of us to make an impact. So what are you going to do about it?